So is it really better to have a degree, a diploma, or a higher certificate? I'll take you through that now. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're subscribed, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Press that subscribe button and remember to press that notification button so you'll get notified every time I upload new content and you don't miss out on some of the videos and some of the content that I do put up on the channel. Many of you guys that do visit the channel are either looking to progress your careers in some way, trying to learn something new, looking to develop, or looking to develop other individuals. There are some of you guys that do come to the channel and ask questions around, is it better to have a diploma or a degree? If I've got a diploma, can I then move forward and get a degree? If I've got a certificate or a trade test or another qualification, how then do I bridge that gap for me to get a diploma or a degree? The crux of the matter is really within the NQF levels, and I'll talk you through the different levels of the educational system in South Africa. There are some of us that do have that insight and knowledge, and there's some individuals that really haven't been exposed to all of that, and they might find this video useful. So I will start off with the basics on the different levels, the differences between a diploma and a degree, and the types of roles or jobs one can expect to then get with a diploma or a degree. It doesn't change the fact that we do have an employment issue in South Africa, but you may find that if you're targeting certain industries, if you're targeting certain qualifications, you may find it that much easier than an individual who's got a different qualification. So maybe just taking a step back, tertiary education is a third level of education in South Africa. So it is following secondary education and usually is provided by colleges, trade centers, universities, and vocational centers. So the type of education that is acquired at these institutions is usually referred to as undergraduate or postgraduate studies. Once an individual completes these modules or courses or these undergrad or postgrad studies, they then get awarded a certificate, a diploma, or a degree. So let's speak a bit about the classification of qualifications in South Africa. The South African National Qualifications Framework, or the NQF, is fundamentally responsible for rating the qualifications and the structure of the qualifications within South Africa, and essentially give the guidelines for the higher education system within the country. And within each of the study levels, the NQF provides a guideline or provides direction or a system for what the requirements are within that particular level. There are essentially 10 levels in South Africa. So the most basic level is level 1, and that is at a grade 9. So if someone obtains a grade 9 qualification, they then are at an NQF level 1. If an individual has a grade 10 and a national certificate level 2, they then have NQF level 2. NQF level 3 is grade 11 with a national certificate level 3. So the grade 12 or matric or the National Senior Certificate and the National Vocational Certificate Level 4 are then NQF Level 4. Higher certificates and advanced national certificates are an NQF Level 5. A national diploma and an advanced certificate is NQF Level 6. Bachelor's degree, advanced diplomas, postgraduate certificates, and a BTech are at an NQF Level 7. Honours degree, a postgraduate diploma, and professional qualifications are at an NQF Level 8. You may find that in some institutions they offer a bachelor's degree. Then you complete that, typically takes about 3 years. Then with honours, you might find that your degree or qualification takes an additional year, so you'll have a 4-year degree. Some have it all encompassing to say you get your degree with honours, which then gives you an NQF level 8. But if it's just the bachelor's without the honours, it's an NQF level 7. NQF level 9 is the master's degree, and last but not least is NQF level 10, which is your doctor's degree. As mentioned earlier, your higher education is classified as under an undergraduate program or a postgraduate program. The undergraduate levels consist of higher certificate, advanced certificate, diploma, advanced diploma, and a bachelor's degree. Whereas the postgraduate levels include a postgraduate diploma, a bachelor's honors degree, a master's degree, a professional master's degree, a doctoral degree, and a professional doctorate. It is equally important to understand the differences between a certificate, diploma, and a degree, and that's what I'll take you guys through next. Some of the things that a person might consider is the time to complete a particular course where the courses are or the qualification is available, level of depth that the institution goes into for that particular level or that particular course, and the NQF level that is awarded for that qualification. So the NQF level for the certificate, for the diploma or the degree. So certificates are awarded to an individual who's completed courses for them to get warranted to receive that certificate. They're usually shorter term compared to diplomas and degrees. Some may take 3 months, others may take 6 months, others may be 1 year. So it varies between various institutions, varies between the different faculties that do then reward these certificates. What is important to note is that some of the certificates that are awarded don't necessarily give an entryway or are not a precursor or a qualifier for an individual to then move on to a different qualification, let's say a degree. So having a certificate, example, in IT may not warrant an entryway into a higher education in sciences and IT or a degree in sciences in IT. However, if an individual goes for a higher certificate, this may be a prerequisite for a higher program or higher NQF level when they do pursue a qualification at the next level. Once someone has a higher certificate, they may then qualify for them to apply for an advanced diploma or a diploma course. It's also important to note that graduate certificates do not qualify as higher certificates. Graduate certificates may be taken as a supplementary certificate that make an individual more marketable or make a graduate more marketable. So they don't necessarily classify or qualify to be higher certificates. So a graduate certificate or short course and you get a graduate certificate is not necessarily equivalent to a higher certificate. The next is the diploma. A diploma awards an individual practical skills for readiness for the working environment. Typically, this qualification prepares an individual for them to then enter the working environment and for them to be able to execute their roles effectively. Some people question if a diploma is a good qualification. Of course it is, it definitely is. Especially for individuals who are more practical, a diploma is seen as a reputable qualification to have. One thing that does set a diploma apart from other qualifications is that it does give an opportunity for an individual to develop and enhance their technical skills as well. Especially for individuals that don't have the luxury of time, whereas other courses, especially your degrees, your masters, your doctoral degrees, may take anything between 3, 4, 5, others even 8 years. Individual gets the necessary exposure and then they can start their working environment, and then once they've completed the diploma, may then decide to pursue their studies even further. If someone has a national diploma, they then may qualify for a BTech as a typical example. So if one's got a diploma, they may then go for a national diploma, then apply for a BTech. It's important to note that most institutions, or in most cases, they do look for you to have your national diploma in the same field as the BTech degree that you're looking to obtain. A bit of confusion around the national N diploma. So an individual who completes their N4, 5, and 6, and also 18 months experience can then get awarded their national N diploma. So it's different from having a national diploma. If you want to pursue a national N diploma, you must complete your Ns, so an N4, 5, and 6, with 18 months experience for you to obtain your national N diploma. A postgraduate diploma is typically seen as a bridge between an individual studying a master's degree or higher. So it's essentially a link between your bachelor's and your master's degree, and some institutions may require that you've got a postgraduate diploma for you to then qualify for a particular master's course. And typically these courses give an individual insights into what they may expect or insights into the course they're looking to study for or study towards at the master's level and NQF level 9. Degree scopes between a bachelor's, a master's, or doctorate degree. This qualification or these qualifications typically have a research component that are linked to it. So these test the ability of the individual to work independently, to be innovative, to contribute to research and contribute to academics depending on the different levels. But there is somewhat of a research component that differs between a degree and other courses as well. Typically an individual will start with the bachelor's, then move on to the master's, and then lastly go to a doctorate or doctoral program. Some educational institutions, especially in high schools, they do very well to prepare students so that they make the right decisions when they do select which path they want to go. I do believe that we need to do more and more of it. We need to start educating individuals at younger ages and within high school where they can still make the right decisions, even giving exposure to the different roles, having career fairs, the different types of jobs, and the potential that they might get following a certain stream. So students might get confused between, oh, after school I might want to go into work immediately. Some are restricted because of circumstances at home and may not have the luxury of pursuing a bachelor's and a master's and a doctoral. But it is important for individuals to be exposed to what is out there, how many years of study does each qualification require, which institutions offer these, can you get bursaries, can you get scholarships for you to study and pursue these studies. Even for students that are looking to do their diplomas or national end diplomas, for example, the national end diploma requires that a person gets 18 months practical experience. So they would then need to be affiliated or get exposure to organizations that will give them or warrant them that 18 months experience for them to then complete their qualification. So it's essentially and increasingly more important for educational institutions and corporates and big organizations to partner so that we do create space for individuals to develop and grow, prepare them for the working environment, and also build up individuals so they can be more beneficial not only to the economy but to society in the future. In the next video, I'll go into a little bit more detail on the differences between the certificate, the diploma, and the degree, also considering the different number of years required and the types of roles that one can get into with that particular qualification. If this video was useful, please let me know by pressing that like button or even leaving a comment below. Share it with as many people that you feel might find this beneficial. If you're part of groups where there are many individuals who are not clear on the qualification they want to pursue or who don't know the differences between the different types of qualifications and the NQF levels, please feel free to share the video. And remember to press that notification button so you'll get notified every time I upload new content. Remember to live your best life, learn as you grow, and lead for change. Be a positive impact.